We are our first grand finalists here at CCS Finals. TSM Device just, well, let's start with your emotions. The first time actually breaking the curse, even though, yeah, you were at Company Games, you were second there, but obviously there weren't too many good teams there. So how does it feel?
Actually, we broke 2 curses today and it feels so awesome. We beat NIP first time with this team. We never beat them before. And I think it was our first LAN win against them in like more than a half year. And we also made it to the final. I don't know what to say. It's just so, you don't understand it yet. It's hard to understand.
How did you feel about Davido coming into the upper final? After you saw them playing yesterday against NVS, you obviously managed to be the favorites of the whole tournament. So how did you feel going into the match?
Going to the match, we were pretty sure we were going to pick Inferno, because last time we played Inferno on ESL Catch, which we had a pretty good run against them on T, and we made that again. We were close to actually choking on the CT side, but we made it, and I'm proud of that. So I think we felt confident, but we didn't think we were going to win Dust 2, because they usually stumble us on that map.
So you already touched on choking a little bit on Inferno. You had a great T side, and every time it feels like every time a team gets a really good T side on Inferno, the other team just keeps like finding those T rounds as well. What do you think you can account that to? Is it them just playing better under the pressure, or is it literally just those teams choking, or just underestimating the team, thinking they've already won?
It's, at least for us, it's definitely not playing sloppy. We try to like keep focused, but it's just kudos to NIP. They played exactly like they should do. They waited out the nades, and they know we had force by almost every round, so they know we didn't have much nades. And when they went slowly, they always managed to go a lot together just to get revenge frags, and it pans out. It panned out for us as well. So yeah, just kudos to them. They played really well on the T side.
Yeah, and going over to Dust 2, you already said that you weren't comfortable with the map against NIP. They've beaten you on it all the time. What about that map? There was obviously that one round that you lost that you shouldn't have lost, the 1v3 with Forest. Yeah. He was literally in the crossfire. So what do you think happened there? What do you think was where do you think was the fault?
In that round specifically, I wasn't told if he was behind the box. Steven knew it. I came from short. If I knew it, I should just have flashed over. And the other problem was that when Cybnix was in 1v1 against him, he has the auto weapon pickup, and that's what happened. It happened like 4 times now in a 1-on-1 situation on LAN, so I think he's gonna change that for sure. Yeah. I mean, like Kerrigan and Cajun were so mad, and we were like, I was actually thinking in my head, okay, we're moving over to Cash now. It was 13-5, I think it was. Yeah.
So what you've already said that how you're feeling, but at 13-5, what was the team communication like?
It was pretty normal, actually. I think when you're at the scoreline, at least for me, I tend to play a lot less under pressure. I feel like it's a game where you have to take some chances and you have to play your best to win, and you just kept getting rounds and rounds, and we played the way we wanted to play. So I guess there was not much change of communication, but it was like we had a 10-second rage period after the 1 versus 1. Yeah.
Now that you're in the grand final, obviously NVS is already out, but who do you expect to join you? Is it going to be Fnatic or is it going to be NIP?
That's a really hard question to answer, because they have like really amazing matches when they play against each other, and it's, yeah, I don't know. Maybe NIP are tired after this long game where we had all the pauses and stuff, and they didn't get to eat and stuff like that. So I think Fnatic has a little bit of an advantage in that point of view, but I think it's a 50-50 match. It's hard to call. Yeah,
well, I've already asked this a lot of teams. What do you make of the forms that the teams form at this event? Everybody was saying that the levels are pretty much the same. They're very close to each other. What's your own take on this?
Yeah, it's in this game. It's pretty much who has the best day and who has some good calls with the caller. It's hard to say who's #1 at the moment. I mean, like, there are so many teams that can beat each other. We have Na'Vi, Virtus, us, Envy, Fnatic, NIP, and actually some other teams also in outside of top 6 that can beat teams in top 6. So yeah, everyone is pretty close, but I think there's still a little gap from the major winners. They have a little bit gap on the other teams, on us as well.
You've already played against both Fnatic and NIP. Which team would you like to meet rather in the grand final?
That's hard to say, and I feel like we have to prove ourselves no matter what opponent we get, and I think it will be a good match, even though, yeah, even who we get. But I think like NIP would be best for us, because then we can show that it was not just only one time we can beat them on land.
You're still undefeated at this tournament. You still haven't dropped map. Do you think that's going to stay until the grand final? Do you think you can win the whole thing?
I hope we can win. We have a good advantage now from the upper bracket. That means that actually the maps we're getting out on is going to be favored for us, and we also have a 1-0 lead. Yeah. So I think we can get on the maps we want, and maybe we can go undefeated. But I wouldn't say I'm disappointed even if we lost 2 maps, just as long as we win.
Okay, that's pretty much it. Thanks for the interview. Do you have any last words, shoutouts?
Thanks to TSM and all the fans. You are amazing.
Okay, that was the first grand finalist from CCS Finals. Stay tuned to HLTV.org for more video interviews.